everybody. Let's all meet on the mat. Let's turn on our watches to yoga mode. Move the fleshy part away from your bottom. Hands on your knees, either facing down or palms facing up. If your palms are facing up, you're receiving energy. Palms face down, you're internalizing this energy that's already in you. Let's close our eyes and start to relax. As you relax, I'm going to play some music from Sirius XM's yoga channel. And while I'm playing this, I want you to think about your intention for the class. We'll be working on some balancing poses today. So think about if you want to be able to just go onto your toe. If you want to hold your leg out straighter. What do you want to be able to do today? What is your goal? Close your eyes. Set that intention. Take a deep breath in. And let it out. Deep breath in. And let it out. Think about that intention you want to set for yourself. Inhale that intention in. And exhale it into fruition. Now think about something positive that happened to you today, or yesterday, or this week. Inhale and internalize that positivity. And exhale it out, emanating all that positivity into your aura. Inhale positivity. And exhale negativity. Slowly bring your awareness back. And let's start to warm up. Let's rotate our head, our neck, right, back, left, and down, right, back, left, and down. One more. And now let's go the other way. Two more. Make sure you're going nice and slow. And this is your last one. Left, work on our shoulders. Shoulders up. Rotate them back, down, away from your ears, and forward. Shrug your shoulders up, back, down, and forward. 3 more at your own pace. And this is the last one. And now let's go the other way. Okay. Now let's walk our hands to the front of our mat. Bring your belly button in towards your back and really stretch forward. Take a deep breath in and dive a little deeper. Deep breath in and go deeper. On this next inhale, walk your hands to the right side of your mat. Inhale, walk back to the center. Inhale, walk to the left side of the mat. Inhale, back to center. Walk up. Walk our hands behind us, fingers pointing away from our body. And let's arch up, opening up our chest, bring our gaze up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and arch a little bit more. Let that head hang back. And let's round back, chin to your chest, and come back. And now let's work on our back a little bit more. So let's arch forward this time. Press our hands against our knees. Let's stretch to the side. And let's round our back. Make a C curve with your spine, chin to chest. And now let's stretch to the side. Let's arch forward. Push your hands against your knees. Gaze is up. Side. Rounding that back, gaze is down to your belly button. Side. Front. And now this time, we're going to go the opposite direction. So let's lean to our left. Round the back. And lean to the right. Lean forward. Side left. Rounding the back. And let's go back to neutral. Place our right hand on the floor. Bring our left hand overhead and let's lean to the right. You can even put your forearm onto the floor. Lean, pull, feel like somebody's pulling your hand on the other side and really stretch that side. Take a deep breath and lean into it a little bit more. Pull that hand. And let's push up. Make a T with our hands and let's go to the other side. Right hand overhead. Deep breath in. pull and stretch out. Push up into a T. And let's do it one more time. Push up into a T. And this is the last time on this side. Now let's meet on all fours and warm up a little bit more with cat-cow. Make sure our hands are under our elbows, knees are under our toes. Feet, the tops of your feet are on the mat. Just working a little cat and cow. And then side to side. And now put it all together, cat-cow. Side to side. 2 more times at your own pace. Last one. And let's go back into resting pose, child's pose. Reaching our hands out in front of us. Forehead on the mat. Walk your hands to the right. See if you can stretch out your left forward, more forward than your right. Go back to center. Walk your hands to the left. See if you can stretch out your right hand in front of your left more. And bring your hands back to center. If at any point the exercises get too hard or you just want to take a rest, this is where I would like you to meet in child pose. If this is too much on your knees, you can always put a block or blanket underneath your knees. I know I have some knee problems, so sometimes I favor and I'll sit over on my left side. But with yoga, I've gotten used to it and it doesn't bother me as much. But by all means, go ahead and put anything you need. You don't want this to hurt. You can also put a blanket under your knees, under here, okay? Because if the hard floor maybe hurts a little bit. So let's rest here, take 2 more breaths. Push your hands and let's meet in downward facing dog. Since this is the first time we're doing down dog in this session, let's pedal out those legs so we can stretch out and wake up those hamstrings and those calves. I want you to really walk it out and sway your hips. So you're like leaning really, really hard on one side. 3, 2, 1, and let's meet in down dog. Look at your toes, or try to look past your toes. Raise up on your tippy toes. Bend your legs. Push your chest forward and lower the heels. Go up onto your tippy toes. Bend the legs. Push your chest to your knees. Lower your heels. 2 more times at your own pace. Look up in between your hands, step up or jump forward. Raise your hands up to the ceiling. Bring your hands down to your heart center. Take a deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Hands on the mat, forward fold. Again, we're still warming up those hamstrings. So let's take a little bend in our knees. Do a little walk out. Let's bend our left leg. Keep our left hand on the mat. Open up to the right side. Right hand up towards the ceiling. Right hand down, left hand up, right leg bends. Straighten out your left leg. And forward fold. Hands on your shins. Bring your gaze towards the end of your mat, flat back or monkey. And forward fold. Right leg back, left leg back, meet in plank. Take a deep breath in. And as you lower yourself down for chaturanga, elbows should be pressing the sides of your body. Lower yourself, feet, tops of the feet are on your mat. Baby cobra. Shoulders away from your ears as you push up into upward facing dog. You don't want to sink in like this, okay? Push the mat away from you, push your shoulders away from your ears. Flex your feet onto the mat and push into downward facing dog. Right leg up, bend it, and see if you can lean back. Look out under your right armpit. Three-legged dog. Square your hips, your gaze is back center. Bring that right foot in between your hands. Push up into warrior one. Back leg should be raised up just a little bit. Arms are equal around your head. Shoulders away from your ears. Let's open up to the side. Back leg is parallel to the small side of your mat. Warrior two. Bring your gaze back. Back to warrior two. Forearm onto your leg, left hand overhead. Side angle. Back to warrior two. Let's repeat. Inhale, reach back. Back to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale as you lean forward. Inhale, back to warrior two. Windmill the hands down. Right leg meets the left. Lower yourself down, chaturanga. Elbows pushing against the side. Upward facing dog. Push your hips up. Downward facing dog. Left leg up. Bend. Pull it back. Look out under your left armpit. Square your hips. Bring that foot in between your hands. Push up into warrior one. Feel the energy running through that front leg as you keep it bent. Make sure you have a wide enough stance that you're not just here. Your foot should not be flat. Your back foot should be raised just a little bit. And let's open up to warrior two. Back leg is parallel to the back side of your mat. And let's lean back. Inhale. Exhale back to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward, forearm on your leg, right hand overhead. Inhale, back to warrior two. Bring your gaze towards the ends of your finger. You have a baby with hiccups. And now let's lean back one more time. Warrior two. And lean forward, right hand overhead. Windmill the hands down. Left leg meets the right in your plank position. Lean forward, lower yourself down, elbows in towards your body. Push yourself to upward facing dog. Flex your feet onto your mat. Downward facing dog. Look up in between your hands, step up, jump forward, raise your hands up towards the sky. Hands to your heart center. Deep breath in. Inhale, raise your hands. Exhale as you swan dive forward, forward fold. Feel yourself here. Feel that you're starting to get a little loose. Your hamstrings are getting a little better. Lift up halfway. Forward fold. Separate your feet about a fist distance apart. As you bend your legs, send your arms up towards the ceiling for chair. Float the arms back and float them back up. Inhale back, exhale back up. One more time. And forward fold. Right leg back, left leg back. Chaturanga, or just meet in downward facing dog. Right leg up. Bring your knee into your nose, don't put it down. And raise it back up towards the ceiling. Three-legged dog. Bring your knee in towards your nose. One more time. Bring your knee in towards your nose, and this time you can go ahead and place it down. And open up to warrior two. Place your forearm onto your knee for side angle. You can either keep your forearm on your leg, or you can go ahead and place it down onto the mat, onto a block, whatever you need. Left hand opens up or wraps around to the opposite hip for bind, whatever you choose. And we're going to hold this for 5 breaths. Go ahead and release that. Push yourself to warrior 2. And now let's move to warrior 1. So twist yourself open, warrior 1. Bring our hands into prayer position. And let's twisted side angle. Let's go to twisted side angle. So you're turning towards your right leg. So it's kind of like you're on the inside. Take a deep breath in. And let's bring it back to warrior 1. Hands up. And let's release down to the mat. Right leg meets the left. Run through your vinyasa or meet in down dog. Actually, let's push back into child's pose. Spread your fingers out, extend those arms. Push up onto your hands for downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Bring your knee to meet your nose. Bring it back up, 3-legged dog. Knee to nose. One more time, 3-legged dog. Knee to nose. Place that foot onto the mat and open up to warrior 2. Place our left hand onto our leg for extended side angle. You can either keep it here, or you can go ahead and place it onto the mat or onto a block. Left hand overhead, or bring it around to the opposite hip for an eventual bind, or bind right now. And hold this here for 5 breaths. Push up, back to warrior 2. Twist yourself forward to warrior 1. Lift up that back foot. Bring your hands down to your heart center for prayer. Take a deep breath in. inhale, and as you exhale, twist to the other side for twisted side angle. Back to warrior one, and let's release our hands down to the mat. Left leg back, plank position. Run through your vinyasa. And push back into child's pose. Let's make this an active child's pose. So bring your hands around to your back and massage your lower back. Bring your hands back to the front. Push up into downward facing dog. Look up in between your hands, step up or jump forward. Bring your hands up to the ceiling, down to your heart center. Take a deep breath in. Raise your hands up, exhale as you forward fold. Flat back, forward fold. Slowly stand up straight. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, until the last piece is your head. And let's meet in mountain. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower yourself down to chair. Float the arms back. Bring them back up. Float the arms back and bring them back up. And slowly stand up. Now for another balancing exercise or pose, tree. So start to get mentally prepared for this. In mountain pose, pick a focal point on the wall or in something in front of you. Bring your hands in prayer position to your heart center. Lean towards your right side, and whatever you need to do, whatever level you're at, it's okay. So bending your foot, only your toes on the mat, your left side. If you can, lift up your foot, your left foot, and put it onto your ankle, concentrating on that focal point. If you can raise your foot up to your calf, and if you want to go even more advanced and bring it up to your inner thigh. Wherever you choose to be, see if you can open up your tree branches. And if it's even more possible, see if you can look up, bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. Bring your gaze back down, hands back in prayer. Release that leg in front of you and lower it down. Walk it out, shake it out. So we can do our next side. Let's meet in mountain again. our hands in prayer. Pick a focal point. Lean to the left. Bend your right foot. Lean on your toe. Then start to raise it to your ankle. Bring it up to your calf. And if you can, raise it up all the way to your inner thigh. See if you can open up those branches. See if you can bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. And just remember and notice the difference between each leg. And that's okay. Bring your gaze down. Bring your hands back to prayer. Release that leg in front of you. Lower it down and just walk it out. Swan dive forward as you exhale all the way down to forward fold. Look up at monkey and forward fold. Right leg back, left leg back. Lean forward, lower yourself down, chaturanga. Push up into downward facing dog. Right leg up. Bring that foot in between your hands. Push up into warrior one. Take a deep breath here. On this next inhale, as you exhale, open up to warrior two. So we warmed up and we stretched out this side. From warrior two, we're going to try warrior three. This is where the super balance comes in. And you're going to push off of that right leg, lift that back leg up. Use your right hand. Here you can use a block, so you can put your block in front of you. But it's up to you. We're not perfect. We're practicing. And anywhere you are in your practice is good for you. Don't look around at anybody else. This is for you. So, from warrior two, bend in nice and easy. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your next breath, put all the pressure on your front leg as you lift the back leg up, putting your right hand on the mat for warrior three. And let's bring that left leg in to meet the right into a standing position. Swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, left leg back. Exhale, lower yourself, chaturanga. Push yourself up, downward facing dog. Lift up the left leg, bring it in between your hands. Push up into warrior one. Sink in just a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale as you sink in. Inhale, exhale as you open up into Warrior Two. Now, as you think about it, you're going to lean forward on that front leg. You're going to step up, lift that back leg up, place that left hand on the mat for Warrior Three. So let's concentrate. Sink in a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale as you step forward, lift up that back leg for Warrior Three. Again, noticing, like me, each side is going to be different. Bring that right leg in to meet the left. Stand tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale as you forward fold. Lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg back, left leg back. Lower yourself, chaturanga. This time push back into child's pose. Bring your gaze in the middle of your hands. Push up into downward facing dog. Look up in between your hands. Step up or jump forward. Bring your hands up towards your heart center. Deep breath in. Now we're going to try another very advanced pose, dancer's pose. So there's different ways you can do this as well, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So for now, let's all meet in mountain pose so we can start getting our head into it. Deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, balance. Exhale, wobbliness. For dancer's pose, start to lean on your right side, pick a focal point. Lift up your left leg, bend it behind you, and see if you can grab your foot. You should be grabbing from the inside, grabbing the top of your foot. Right hand concentrates straight in front of you. So this can be one way, or you can extend it out, grabbing lower and lower, and lowering yourself down. You can have a slight bend in that front leg. Deep breath in, and lower yourself more. Bring yourself back up. Bring your knee back to meet the other knee. And standing. And walk it out. And now let's try the other side. So stand in mountain. Pick a focal point on the wall. Lean to the left. Grab from the inside your right leg. Raise that left hand. Pick a focal point with your left hand. Point to it. And start to lift that back leg. And start to lower yourself just a little bit. Notice on each side it's going to be different. Bend your knee back down, bring it to meet the other knee. Release your foot. And walk it out. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift up, monkey. Exhale, lower yourself down. Right leg back, left leg back. Lower yourself down, elbows into your body. Chin, chest, chaturanga. Push yourself up into downward facing dog. Let's bring our knees down and let's rest in child's pose for just a moment. Take 3 really long breaths here. Deep inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, last one. And exhale. Push up into downward facing dog. Look up in between your hands. Step up or jump forward. Bring your hands up. Hands to your heart center. From here, we're going to do one more pose. Yeah. Open up our feet about a fist distance apart. We're going to lower into chair for eagle pose. So let's lower ourselves down. And let's twist to one side. Take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale, come back center. Inhale, exhale, other side. Inhale, exhale, and release forward. Let's stand back up. And let's go into chair pose again. Lower yourself down here, hands in prayer. This time you're going to twist your hands, if you can twist them so that they're touching. If not, hug yourself. Then you're going to lift one leg up, your left leg, and twist it around your right. Concentrate on a point on the wall. Deep breath in. One more. And release it down. Stand up and walk it out. Let's go into chair again. And this time let's switch our hands. Lift up the right leg, twist it around the other. Deep breath in and release. And release everything down to the mat. And this time I want you to meet on your back. We're going to finish up. Okay, so lower yourself down to the mat. Extend your legs out. Hands on your hips. And just release all of that tension from your back, from your legs. Release it. Bring both knees into your body, into your chest. Rotate one way and the other way. Bottoms of your feet are together in goddess. Rock side to side. Grab onto your big toe, open up to happy baby. This is not a happy baby right now. And bring your feet back together. Now for our final resting pose, I would suggest laying on your back, since we just did we put a lot of tension on our back, so we want to rest as much as possible. So choose your position. And as you start to rest, I want you to think about that intention that you set for yourself. Were you able to achieve it? If not, it is okay. You have your next practice. Start to bring your awareness back. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. If you're laying down, turn over to your right side, fetus. Start to flutter your eyes open. Left hand pushes up on the mat. And let's meet in a seated position. I want to thank everybody for coming today. Working on these balancing poses. I know they can be hard. Almost done. Let's bring our hands in prayer position. Thumbs on our forehead. May you live your life to the fullest. Thumbs on our lips. May you always speak your truth. Thumbs on your heart. May you live in love with an open heart. Live life, love life. Namaste.